Hello and welcome to this demo. So in this demo, we would be looking at the usage of variables. So we won't be creating an end-to-end package or anything in this demo. We would be rather concentrating on how to define a variable, how to add a variable, how can you define its scope, etc. So that in our forthcoming demos, it would be pretty much easy to look at some other tasks also and include this concept of variables. Right. So let's quickly fire up bids. So I'll start with a new project and I'll click on integration services project. I'll call this as demo 5. Right, so I have a project ready over here. So let me just do something super duper simple. I'll take a data flow task. Right, so now let us start defining some variables. One option would be to click on SSIS menu and click on variables. So this is going to open a variables panel, and you could add some variables from this. So in our step 1, what we would be doing is clicking on data flow task and adding a new variable. Right, so let me call this as data flow task underscore inner. So I have named this as inner for a particular reason. We'll be coming back to this. So the data type, I am keeping it as string, and when I click outside we see that the variable vanishes. Right, so because the scope outside data flow task does not have any variable defined so far. So let us define one more variable and call this as outside variable, and let us keep the data type as string. So now you could see two variables, but at a time only one is visible depending upon the scope. But if you observe, when we click on data flow task, you have both the variables visible for you. So in this scope you have access to both these variables, and in the outer scope you have access to only one variable. So this is the same concept we would be taking forward in our next demos, and let's try to look at something like for each loops, for each enums, etc., and so on and so forth. Thanks.